How are you? How's your day going? This is episode 15 of Positivity with Lain. So, pretty exciting, little milestone. If you do come on, make sure that you leave a comment so that I can see. Sometimes Facebook's a little weird. Hi, Anna. Hi, Chris. What are you guys drinking? I bought a new type of tea, actually, because of Chris, and it's cinnamon stick because she was always talking about her cinnamon tea, and I was like, oh, gotta try it. It's actually really nice, and I like smelling it. That's another kind of meditative with your tea, smelling it before you taste it, and then just letting it kind of simmer in your mouth. Hi, Misty. What are you guys drinking? Ooh, that's a little too hot. Ooh. Usually, like I have like a half hour before these things to slowly write down what I want to talk about, brew my tea. But I had like 10 minutes, so I was scrambling. So it is piping hot right now. Anna, you're drinking milk? What a weirdo. Uh, Hi, Uncle Tim. Um, my wife makes fun of me when I just drink straight milk. She thinks it's disgusting. And I think a lot of people, if you don't like milk, it's just really puts you off. So I get it. But sometimes, like, there's certain things you want to drink milk with, like cookies, or for some reason, I have a weird thing with milk and popcorn. Don't judge me for it. But I don't know, it just feels right. Tim Hortons coffee. I feel like I haven't had like takeout coffee since this quarantine happened. Yeah, I miss it. I've been hearing that a bunch of the Starbucks are reopening and stuff to just curbside. So we're slowly, at least in Michigan, trying to reopen a little bit at a time. Coke Zero and eating ramen. Not so healthy. Well, I mean, the Coke Zero, at least it's not sugary drink in your face. I randomly got some ramen too because like I had like a craving for it the other day. Maybe I'm just low on sodium. That's my thought. Because why would you want to crave ramen? Probably because your body needs it for some reason. Super Reds, and then not that weird. No, that's weird. Yeah, no, the popcorn thing is weird. So disregard that. Um, so what are you guys grateful for today? I the reason that I chose to kind of talk about the topic that I am going to be doing is because of my gratitude for today. So that is basically that I am grateful to have a job and to provide for my family. Now, a lot of times in my past, I've had a lot of stress due to my job. It was pretty high intensity, high crazy, and I actually quit that job of 11 years because of stress and because I couldn't handle it anymore. And I hated waking up and having to go do it. And so I had this negative, oh my God, I got to go to work today, that kind of feeling. So that's why I just kind of let it go and said, I can't do this anymore. And it was literally my mindset shifted to, yes, I can do this, to no, I can't. I have to. It was very quick of like, okay, nope, can't do it. So my supportive friends and family, I did the same thing after 9.5 years. Yeah. So it's just, you get to a point in your mind with the job that you're doing. If you're unhappy, then your body starts to have so much stress going on. You feel run down. You never want to wake up to do that job. So either you cut ties and completely just say I can't buy, or you try and figure something out to change the way that you think of that job. So that is what I want to talk about. That shift in intention, because it is a big deal. If you aren't the doctor, then for your first. Oh, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I must have missed it. But anyway, so just realizing that stress is a killer, and half of your stress is about you. So granted, there are outside forces that put stress onto you, and you don't know how to react to it sometimes, but there are things that you can do to alleviate it on your end. So you can't control others, but you can control how you react to them. So basically shifting your mindset. So if you hate your job, before quitting, try to change your perspective first. So things come in cycles. I've noticed, especially in a workplace, that, if people are in a bad mood, it shifts to everybody and it starts to kind of choke certain things. So if one person's having a rough day, it starts to erode everyone else's and then just makes things worse. So if you decide that this job for the next shift that you have, this 8-hour shift, that you're going to use this time as sort of a working meditation, then obviously you're going to be, thinking of things differently than just, I have to go to this job because I need the money. I'm just clocking in and clocking out, and I'm not really here for anything else other than what they can give me. So saying that you can walk in and be like, hey, instead of thinking job, job, work, money, 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 how can I help my coworkers? How can I be of service to the people that I meet in the day? And keeping yourself in the present moment instead of the gossip of random people that really they're pulling you down with them, because it's weirdly human nature. Everybody's going to be complaining about something, regardless of, oh, it's the boss. She never gave me my days off. She doesn't understand. I love how I'm going with she because I was a boss at some point. But oh man, I wasn't supposed to work today, and now I'm pissed off and blah blah blah. And so you start to kind of get into their headspace of, yeah, you're right, it is unfair. Oh man, I didn't realize that this was happening, stuff like that. So it's you're getting into that negative mind space, and then you just don't want to be there anymore. So coming in as a grump will make things worse for yourself and also for everybody that you interact with. So again, yes, some things are unfair in a workplace. Some things shouldn't happen the way that they do. Somebody could fly off the handle and completely derail your day, but do you want to give them that power? No, it's ridiculous. It was one mishap. A customer yelled at you for no apparent reason. I felt like when I worked at Aldi, I was literally a punching bag sometimes because people would come up to me and just start reaming me for no reason, like, hey, this product was horrible and it made me want to throw up and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, do you really have this much emotion for what this product that didn't have a good seal or, something like that? And it's not all that it is. And so after years of just feeling like people were just bringing me all this negative stuff, I tried to shift my thought and be like, I know that this lady is not mad at me. She is not mad at me. She is mad at her husband, or she's mad at her daughter, or, she's mad at that person that just almost clipped her in the parking lot. And it had nothing to do with me. I was just the first human she saw and just went at me. So it's just having that thought of, hi, Erica. Just realizing that how people react to you most likely has nothing to do with you personally. It's just where their head's at, and you're there to project at. So you're getting all of the brunt of either if they're pissed, they're happy, even, you can start to feel that energy and bring it into yourself too. So becoming that happy spot in your work day, in your workplace, in the culture that you're in is paramount, because, your boss or whoever is supposedly running this culture, they can't do anything. They can talk to you about You need to be, more professional. You need to be more friendly, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't do it, nothing's going to change. And I think a lot of times people see that as, well, that's different. It's not shifting anything. They say that we should be happy, but I'm not happy. Now, you have to stick up for yourself, though. If, some boss or whatever is being unfair to you, keep that to yourself, though, and then have a conversation with your boss. It doesn't make sense to be gossipy and to be talking to everyone but your boss, to be like, oh, I don't understand why this keeps happening, because you don't tell somebody that can change things that it's happening to. So there's always recourse if you look for it. I found seeing the big picture help, understanding the people around me. Hi, Stephanie. Friend. Yeah. So understanding too that you have compassion for the person you're not very happy with. So be it a coworker that was rude to you, a person that you're helping customer wise, or your boss, having compassion for where they're at, their mindset, what they have to deal with on a daily basis, especially if you have a boss that feel like you just aren't connecting with. Just realize that they have to see this huge picture, and they have so many moving parts and so many things that they have to deal with, that maybe they're not as mindful of how they're reacting to things. And, you want to bring this stuff up because that's the only way that anything shifts. And you also need to put it in perspective for yourself, because most of the time people are really self-absorbed in their own problems and their own stress and their own bodies. So it's most of the time, if somebody reacts to you in a negative way, 9 times out of 10, it's not because of you. It's because something's going on either at home or in the situation they're in that's stressing them out, and they don't know how to react to it. So again, yeah, having that compassion and that understanding that we're all human. We're all, even though maybe the higher up is getting paid more and they have more esteem or whatever, or that customer that's asking too much of you to go look in the back to see if you have a product, you can get crabby about it and be like, oh, I have to go to the back. It's probably not there. Like, that's an automatic negative, like, angry reaction to a very simple question. Do you have a product? Do you have whatever? Even on like phone calls, I was in sales for a split second. Just people, one little comment or one little tone that they gave me would just set me off, and I'd be pissed for like the next hour because this person supposedly talked to me in such a way. It's just, they're like, hey, this is what you're asked about. How can you come back to them, even if it's negative at first from them? How can you switch that feeling so that they're happy, and you can kind of make it a ripple effect, that since you are handling the situation in a happy and a light way, because it's not the end of the world either way, then people react to that and they see that because you're coming to them from a place of compassion and, hey, I want to help you, of service. So regardless of if you are working in the service industry, I feel like a lot of times, at least in my experience, there's so much negativity at the people you're supposed to be serving that it's almost like not service, because you're just mad because, oh, I have to do this and that's my job, but I still don't like it. And it starts to become that culture, that negative culture of like, well, it's not really service anymore. It's just something I'm forced to do to get this paycheck. So hold on. I'm a little scraggly because I'm passionate about this. So yeah, so I have been, working for a long time in multiple industries, mostly service industries. So seeing that is kind of disheartening, because when I go into a store as a consumer, as a customer, I am very, very conscious of how I interact with the people that work there, because I've been in their shoes. So even if you're not in the same, like if, you know, a telemarketer calls you, you get pissed at them, they're human. That could be you. That could be your best friend on the phone. So act like they're your best friend, because then you'll take care of them more. You'll be understanding more, because most of the time when somebody is annoying to you, that they're calling you when you don't want them to, or they're doing something, it's because that's part of their job and there's nothing that we can do about it. And why make it a big deal? Don't let them have that much power over you. Because at the end of the day, that's power that they're holding over you, just that one split second, and it can shift your entire day into one that you thought was a good day and now is bad, because it's you're just mad because for no apparent reason this random stranger changed your attitude, and then it sucks. So hi Tracy. Hi, I'm another Aldi peep. But yeah, so any sort of work, regardless of if it's like you're going to a job or even your chores at home, can be used as a walking meditation, as a working meditation. If you hate doing laundry, that is the perfect time to meditate because you don't want to do it. You're already annoyed by it. So you're in a grumpy mood that it has to be done today because, you know, laundry has, you know, can't be going around with no clothes, especially if you have a bunch of kids. It's laundry every day, all day. So using that time instead of tripping into that cycle that you always go into of negativity, I don't want to do this, use it as that time to almost start telling yourself certain affirmations. I am appreciative of all the clothes that I was able to buy. I am so happy that I'm not, you know, my kids have clothes to wear. I'm so excited that I have literally a place to clean them. A lot of times people have to go to the laundromat, so that's insane. Like I literally have it in my home that I can clean my stuff. So any sort of chore can be shifted by the way you look at it. So I figured, hold on, I think I actually apologize before I hang up when they don't take no for an answer. Yeah. When I want to like hang up on random people that are trying to sell me, like Google, oh my gosh, Google is just on me all the time. And I most of the time I would think, okay, it's a robot, which it doesn't matter. But if it's literally a person on the side of the beach, it's like, please, I appreciate your time, but I don't want to deal with what you're selling. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Thank you for what you do. Blah. And then like be done. Instead of, I've been hung up on the phone multiple times, and that again is another shot to the heart of like, whoa, what did I do? You know. So again, thinking of putting yourself into their situation, into their shoes. We're all human. We're all dealing with all of this stress of having to do something for a living. And if you're not in a place to change what you do to something that you truly love, make what you're doing now what you want to do, because it's going to make your life so much easier. Anyway, okay, so I wrote a little meditation. Recently, I've been trying to, whenever I actually have to go into work, stopping, you know, I usually get there a couple minutes early. I sit in my car, usually listening to NPR or something like that, and I meditate for 5 minutes. And most of the time, it's just certain affirmations that I tell myself so that I can get into a good mindset before I walk in the door. So I figured I would share them with you, and that'll be our meditation for today. So if you guys want to, I'll probably say the affirmations twice, just to kind of get you to be thinking about them and get them in your mind. Especially you can come back to them throughout your workday, a certain affirmation that clings to you, and remind yourself what your intention was for that shift. And are you in that mindset, or did something get you off course? And you can always come back onto the course of staying mindful, being positive, showing compassion for everyone that you meet, and that you are serving, regardless of your job, that you can serve others every interaction that you have. So, okay. All right. If you want to take a last sip of tea, if you haven't responded, make sure that you put in the comments of what you're grateful for today, because staying in that gratitude mindset is going to bring more positive stuff to you. So write down what you're grateful for and then get cozy, and I'll start telling you my job affirmations. All right, so you can either close your eyes or keep them open, and then just start really paying attention to your breathing. You can start taking a little bit deeper breaths. Inhale in, exhale out, in and out the nose. It's a great way to ground before you have to go in and do what you have to do in any situation that you go in. So while you're waiting in that couple minutes before work, just say these affirmations silently in your head. I am grateful for the opportunity to provide for myself and my family. I am grateful I get to serve others with the work I do. I am grateful to be employed. I will enjoy my day today. I will complete my tasks on time. I will show compassion to those I meet who are struggling, for I don't know their personal trials. I will be the difference between a good day and a bad day. Once you say those, just take at least 5 good deep breaths. Put a smile on your face and try and keep that as your intentions for your day. Whenever something pops up that's hard, that's difficult, just come back to one of those affirmations. So I'm going to say them one more time. I am grateful for the opportunity to provide for myself and my family. I am grateful I get to serve others with the work I do. I am grateful to be employed. I will enjoy my day today. I will complete my tasks on time. I will show compassion to those I meet who are struggling, for I don't know their personal trials. And then lastly, I will be the difference between a good day and a bad day. That puts the control back in your own hands, how you handle every situation that might be less than what you wish it could be. All right, so thank you so much. I hope this helped. I really feel passionate about how you can change your feelings, and it shifts everyone around you. It ripples out, finding like that shanti, 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 that peace inside, which in turn brings peace to others. And then it comes back around, back to you through the world, through actions of others. So remember that. I hope these affirmations have helped, and I hope that you can come back to them whenever you feel the stress is too great and it's too hard, because you are the one in control of that feeling. Thank you so much. All right, enjoy your day.